The Alabama Farmers Federation and the Alabama Farmers Cooperative proudly present Simply Southern with Jim Allen and Mary Wilson.
Hello and thanks for joining us for a special edition of Simply Southern. I'm Jim Allen.
And I'm Mary Wilson. And this is definitely a special episode today because it is filled with the best of you.
The best of Jim Allen. Well, that's an odd task, Mary. But it'll be fun to look back over some of the memorable moments I've experienced after 5.5 seasons with Simply Southern.
It's been a long time. And now, Jim, with the stories that you've covered, there does seem to be a theme. We've enjoyed putting you in very uncomfortable situations, whether that was feeding alligators down at Alligator Alley or even getting attacked by a police dog once.
Well, I was thinking the people in the background were thinking, well, he's an idiot and he's expendable.
Oh no, just entertaining.
But sweet memories indeed. But let's kick off with a little Western flavor as we recall the time I helped rustle up a few banditos at Dothan's Old Town.
What sustains us? Food? Family? Faith. Alabama farmers live those things every day. They conserve our resources, clothe our families, and fill our tables. They cultivate jobs for our communities and values for our future. Farmers grow it all right here in Alabama.
There's no such thing as downtime when you own a farm. This is your land. You tend it and try to get the most from it, no matter the weather or time of day. It's been that way for generations. And for generations, your local quality co-op store has been there for you, with a full range of agriculture supplies and services, from feed to fertilizer, seed to grain storage, and the right hardware for any application. You'll always find what you need, plus friendly, knowledgeable advice at your local quality co-op store. There's one near you.
Tumbleweeds, longhorns, and cowboys. Dusty, sun-baked burgs teeming with lawless desperados. And steely-eyed marshals upholding the law. Doesn't sound much like Alabama's Wiregrass, now does it? Well, if there's one thing I'm well aware of by now, folks, it's that our state is full of surprises.
The sign out front says Old Town, and I'd say it's well named. Something about the place just has that clock in my head ticking away towards high noon. It's enough to give a man a powerful thirst.
Let me have a whiskey.
Cowboy, what do you think that is right there? We don't take no such stuff as that in here. We don't know nothing about it. Cash only.
I guess I should have paid more attention to that other sign out front. It's all part of the fun at Old Town, a little oasis of Western charm just across the Geneva County line.
BJ, what gave you the idea for Old Town?
Well, Jim, about 35 years ago, I got interested in cowboy. And I started working in these cowboy towns and worked several places all over the United States. Eventually then I quit traveling. Didn't want to travel anymore. It was getting hard. And so I said, well, I'm gonna come down here and build me a place. So several years ago, I come down here and started building me a place. And all my neighbors thought I was crazy.
Oh, Lord.
Hold it, Jim, looks like we got a break here. Jim, I'm sorry about that.
Now that you got all that killing out of the way.
Yeah, I reckon we can get back to what we was talking about, can't we?
Being a family show and all, I can assure you no ruffians were harmed in the making of this television segment. It's all part of Old Town's Wild West show, a thrilling mix of knife throwing, trick shooting with rifles and pistols, and if that isn't enough to earn our friend Rip here his dinner, BJ has even been known to drag out a blowgun.
It's kind of a little similar to what they used to do 100 years ago. They would travel around and they would do rifle shooting, pistol shooting, which I'm using live ammunition and real weapons, you know. All these targets that I shoot at and all that, there is somebody else on the other end of it. But it took years and years to get to the point like that where you trust yourself well enough to do that. Most everybody gonna ask me when I go somewhere, you ever hurt anybody? Well, by the grace of God, I never have.
But hey, the Old West wasn't all showdowns and shootouts. It turns out Old Town isn't such a bad little place to kick back and take her easy.
I have weddings, I have birthday parties, anniversaries, family gatherings of any kind, just any kind of function.
Yeah, folks, I'm sure his neighbors still think he's crazy, but BJ's tribute to our western frontier has put a lot of smiles on a lot of faces, which is all an old cowboy can ask for, right?
Whether we do a show or whether they just come down and just eat and entertain themselves, half of them come to me and tell me what a great time they had. And they tell me how different it is. And then especially we do the shows and all that, you know, we really get into it sometimes, real hard and heavy. And they love that. They love it, you know.
Now, Jim, in that story, you literally had someone throw knives at you, which is still unbelievable to me. But as far as the scary things that you've done on Simply Southern, where does that one rate?
It's in the top 5, but you know, I had Bruce Brannan to pop stuff out of my mouth with a bullwhip, and that was scary.
Yeah, that was a little close for comfort. Now, we know you're not really a ruthless desperado like we pretended in that last segment, but there was a time that you were apprehended by a trained police dog.
Mary, I don't want to say that I'm scarred, but I still get nervous walking through airport security.
Wear long pants, long sleeve shirts, and closed-toed shoes. Don't be ticked. Use repellents with 20% DEET on skin and 0.5% permethrin on gear and clothing. Don't be ticked. Avoid sitting on rotten logs or stumps. Don't be ticked. Protect yourself from serious tick-borne illnesses and seek timely treatment to prevent long-term problems. No hunters were angered in the making of this film.
Get discounts on national brands and at local businesses with your Alpha Farmers membership. Members save hundreds with Ford, John Deere, Case IH, and Caterpillar. Plus, enjoy special rates at Choice and Wyndham Hotels. Benefits include rewards at Office Depot, Priester's Pecans, tourism destinations, and more. Download the Alpha Perks app, visit alphafarmers.org/perks, or stop by your local Alpha office and start saving today.
Support healthy food from local farmers by purchasing a Farming Feeds Alabama license plate. The tag funds education and promotion efforts, including Ag in the Classroom, agricultural scholarships, and youth programs. Get your Ag tag today.
Soybean is a very versatile product. We make crayons out of it.
A lot of the combines you see rolling through the fields have a lot of plastic side panels that are made from a soy product.
The soybeans that we grow on our farm mostly goes into chicken feed.
Soybean production in Alabama employs over 10,000 people.
We grow some of the best soybeans in the world.
We go the extra mile to make sure when our name is stamped on it, we know it's the best product we can produce.
Some of the best things in life start with a bundle. And some of them can actually save you money. Like when you bundle your auto and life insurance with Alpha. Protect what's important to you at a price you can afford.
All for a better life.
Alpha Insurance.
All for a better life.
Ask your local agent about Alpha's auto life discount.